Alright, so this is our eye lesson. You should have your notes out that hopefully you just or finished after watching the intro lesson. You still need your sharpened pencil, and it would probably be a good idea if you went ahead and got your colored pencils. You also need to make sure that you have some kind of device that you can access YouTube, because I'm going to be linking some videos that will help with this lesson. Okay? You should have already watched the videos. You should have taken whatever notes you think go here, and now we're going to fill them out together. Now, when we're filling out notes, if you have something in your notes that I don't put in mine, that doesn't mean you need to erase it. That doesn't mean it's bad. You can leave it in your notes. But if you're missing something that you think you should add, it would be a good idea to add to your notes. So you're not subtracting, but you might be adding to them. Okay? So for parts, some of the parts I got were the cornea. And then I'm going to go ahead and put what that is. The cornea is the part that focuses the light. Uh-oh. Here we go. Maybe. This pen is not working very well. Okay. Then let's do the iris. The iris is the colored part of your eye, so you probably know that comes in lots of different colors. Even in your own household, you might be able to ask whoever lives with you what color their eyes are, and you might be able to see some different ones. We have the pupil. The pupil is the opening in your eye. There's not actually a hole in your eye if you were to look in someone's eye, because it's covered up by this next part, the lens. But if you were to peel the lens off your eye, the pupil would actually be a hole. So next we have the lens. And let's see, the lens is for focusing. This has to change its shape depending on if you're looking at things really far away or really close to you. And then we have your retina. And your retina is kind of that nerve bundle. It's made up of rods and cones. And a good way to remember this, these are what help you see. Rods, you have a lot more of them. You have 120 million about. And then your cones, these are for seeing color, and cone and color both start with C. And you have about 7 million of these. So a lot less color receptors than you do for everything else. Cones require more light, which is why if it's dark in a room, like at nighttime and you're looking, your rods are working and everything's going to appear to be in black and white and gray because there's not enough light for you to see the colors. Okay? Some functions of our eye, we have blinking. Blinking protects your eye. It keeps it moist, gets things out of there like pollen that aren't supposed to be there, so it protects. We could say, oh, there was that fancy word. They had the ciliary muscle. That was in the video if you watched it. And these are the muscles that help change the lens for focusing. So ciliary muscles change the focus. Alright, let's do 2 more. We could go ahead and write that fact about rods and cones. You may have some other ones too, and that's fine. So rods equal black and white, and cones equal color. And then I'm going to do 4 facts for this today. I'm just going to go ahead and write about the optic nerve. So I'm going to say the optic nerve, and this is what takes the image to your brain, and that's how you can see. Carries image to brain. Alright. For your diagram, I'm going to go ahead and show the colored picture in the textbook. You have this textbook page copied in black and white, but I think this is a slightly easier way to see it. So we're going to be drawing this model. It does not have to be this detailed, but we want to do our best to make sure we have these parts on here. And as you'll notice, these are the same 6 parts that we already labeled in our notebook. Okay. So for our diagram, let me zoom this in a little bit. It might help with drawing. Alright. I'm going to start with I'm going to do my eye facing this way. So I'm going to do a circle, but it doesn't quite connect all the way because if you remember, we have that pupil. Alright, so it's not closed all the way. So this hole right here is going to be my pupil. And then over the pupil is where the lens is. Oh, sorry, the lens is right here behind. So we have the lens. Over here is the cornea. And let's see, this would also be where your colored part is. So we have your iris. Let's give our eye some eyelashes. And we've got those muscles that pull to connect your eyeball back to your skull. And then we have that optic nerve. So we have the retina and the optic nerve. Now, I don't have my colored pencils out with me right now. I will get them before we do our next system. But this would be a really good place where you could put some color on this to help this stand out to you. Because right now, it's just like a giant black and white squiggle of words and an eyeball. And it might be easier to see if you added some color. Okay. Now, we're done with this, and this is the only lesson for today. Tomorrow we're going to do 2 lessons. But for today, what I want to go ahead and do is show you how to set up your notes. Tomorrow you'll be able to get started. So if you use more paper, that's fine. You just go to the next page. But when we finish this one, we're going to go all the way across. And then the organ that you're going to start with tomorrow is your ears. So we can go ahead and label this the ears. And then for tomorrow, there's 3 parts that ear gets divided into. And so we're actually going to go ahead right now and label 3 parts. And then tomorrow you can divide that out for your note taking. Okay? So I hope this went well for you. If you have any questions, please leave them underneath the lesson and I will respond to them as quickly as I can. Hope you guys are doing well at home. Look forward to talking to you more tomorrow. Bye.